you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And that's what I said on my very first ever YouTube video like 13 years ago. And one of the things that I would say is that I haven't necessarily stayed true to that, but it's definitely something that I've stood by throughout life situations and scenarios. Even this whole new way of approaching YouTube for the last 48 hours is a way of me getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. I think a part of that really is knowing when you have to shift things or switch things up. For me, in my heart of hearts, with all the commitments that I have and all the pressures that I may feel, but also as well, all the great things I'm doing, there's only so much that I can commit to doing a particular way. And what was uncomfortable to me in the YouTube front was not being able to have a thumbnail there and have all the SEO things placed in a video and get the lighting and the filters and all that sort of stuff on. Like, I love to do all of that, but as some of my really friendly subscribers have told me, they said, be easy on yourself, don't be so hard on yourself. And if not being hard on myself means being uncomfortable to an extent, then that's what I'm gonna do. So even now, you know, walking down a high street that I don't really walk down, people looking at me as I'm filming, that's a way of me being uncomfortable or getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because again, how are we gonna grow if we're not willing to go through tension? You know, being in the gym or being a PT, which is one of my many roles, that in itself, I teach people that, you know what, your muscles have to go through a certain amount of tension in order for them to tear and then for them to grow. You know, you learn from uncomfortable moments, you learn from making mistakes, which can be uncomfortable. So do I stand by that video that I made over 13 years ago? Of course I do. Of course I stand by that video, for the simple fact that, well, I've grown in size, I've grown in stature, I've grown in vocabulary. I've grown in the sense that I've got a bigger family now, more responsibilities. I've grown, but all of it through a level of uncomfortability. So yeah, I don't really want to be on here too long. And again, I'm just going to post this as it comes. I think for myself today, really, it's just reminding myself of that mantra each and every time. The thing that got me onto YouTube in the first place was actually getting uncomfortable with being. Say hi to the video. You see, that's the thing. So, YouTube. So yeah, as you heard, there was consent. They asked, can I be on your video? And I said, yeah, of course. So that's it, guys. Getting out here amongst the people, doing what I need to do. Boldmere High Street. That's where I'm at. So guys, have an amazing day today. Have an amazing whatever evening whenever you're watching this. I'm actually helping my brother set up for the England game tonight, semi-finals of the World Cup. And hopefully we can get through and do this so that we can have an amazing weekend watching the final. But yeah, don't forget the message. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable and watch things grow. Peace.